by far, the most charismatic person that I have ever covered in my entire career, one Fred Smoot. Thanks for joining me in what I call my Holder Hangout.
All right.
My Holder Hangout.
Sweet Lou.
Sweet Lou.
Yeah.
So you're the only person who's actually changed my name. My name is Holder.
Yeah.
When we did a pregame show, you entered the show. We asked you to record something.
Yeah.
And you said,
Lou Holdridge. Lou Holdridge. And I still call you Lou Holdridge.
Lou Holdridge. Now time for Redskins with Lou Holdridge. And that caught on. Everybody started calling. Why are you butchering my name like that? What, is that the Southern drawl?
No, it was, you know what? I looked at interviews from my first year, my rookie year, and I needed an interpreter for myself. So
no one understands what you're saying.
Nobody understood, but they understood what I was saying.
Right.
They didn't understand what I was saying.
But it was great, though, because it stuck, and I loved it.
Hey, man, listen. They say sometimes the biggest mistakes are the ones you don't even try to do.
Right. So this is 20 years for me.
Yeah.
Right. When I got
congratulations.
here, thank you. When I got here, it was you and Champ
Bailey. Yeah.
And now 20 years later, you're still in the community. You're
Yep.
still doing stuff. Talk about how you love this community and why you still are here.
The relationships, the people, like I always tell people when it comes to the DMV, it's like no other place. What other place do you get two states? If America is the most powerful country in the world, well, DC is the most powerful city in the world. You get all of that. You get and then the luxury we also get is DC, the DMV gets to cherry pick out of all the other 50 states, the best doctors, the best military, the best everything. It's just a family atmosphere. And once I got a part of this family, I didn't want to leave. Even when I went to the Vikings, I negotiated my way back here because I felt at home here, and I knew if I was going to ever get the best out of Fred Smoot, I was going to do it here.
Your spirit is so infectious. Football is one thing, but the personality that always is that something that you've always prided yourself in being, like just you, authentically you, no matter what happens.
Like my grandma always told me, it takes a lot of energy to be somebody else.
Ooh.
It takes no energy to be yourself.
Say it again for the people in the back.
It just takes a lot of energy to fake it and be somebody else. So I just be myself, and I never get too high on myself. I never get too low on myself. So while I was playing football, I just treated people like I'm normal too. Like I never stepped out.
You did that with the media too.
Yeah, I'm gonna treat people like people, and I think this is one of the most classy things you can ever do because you judge a man when he got everything. He'll show you who he really is, and I'm a firm believer of that. So I always try to stay easy and be real to people, and people return that and be real with me.
Champ was something special.
Yeah. Hall of Fame.
But as far as other shutdown corners that you have admired or played with, give me one. Give me one that you said, because I asked London this question about linebackers. Yeah. He said Mike Singletary.
All right.
I asked Gary Clark.
Yeah.
He said Charlie Taylor.
Yeah.
Right? If I'm asking Fred Smoot, corner, shutdown corner, that you're like, you know what, that is my GOAT. Who is that?
Oh, man, this is what I'm going to say. I had the luxury, if you look at my team ups, I probably teamed up with more Hall of Fame corners than any other body ever to play in the NFL. My first locker room was me, Deion Sanders, Darryl Green, Champ Bailey, 3 Hall of Famers. I then hooked up with Sean Springs. Then I went to Minnesota, hooked up with Antoine Winfield, pound for pound, one of the best corners in the league. Then I came back, and it was me, Sean Springs, Carlos Rogers, and D. Hall. I've always paired up. So I've played with some of the best to ever play the game. My two, Darryl Green, Deion Sanders, ain't no other two. Wow. If I'm going into a game, I'm putting one of those on one side and one on the right, and I don't even need no D-line.
It's always been a pleasure. I thank you so much for being a genuine friend and a genuine colleague, and I look forward to talking to you soon, brother.
Anytime, Lou Holdridge.